Good afternoon, guys, and welcome back to Thai Talk with Dan for another story. And this subscriber also is sharing his own insights about Thai women. So it's a very interesting one, can be a little controversial also. I will state right now that the opinions expressed by this subscriber are not the same as mine. For me, I think this stems to a lot of the poor village style type women, but you guys can comment yourself and you guys can decide whether you agree, disagree, partially disagree. Let's see what happens with this one today. So let's get into today's story. Dear Dan, your blog is very important. I think more men should know the truth about Thailand, especially single men that are coming here. This is what I have been going through for the last few days. I was talking to a good friend for needed advice. I have a lady here that's currently interested in moving in with me, and as you know, they move very fast here. Relationships are different here from what we know. My friend has an ex-wife and child here and business. His wife was involved in a transaction with him to buy a business, actually a nice restaurant a few years ago. Instead, she decided to keep the money he was putting in it, 3 million baht. She never returned it. The deal never happened. He ended up creating a smaller business of his own to provide for his son. He left her for 1 year. His relationship with her is over. But she lives in his home now, has a separate room, shares in helping raising their son, and he accepts it this way. But I know she means nothing to him now. So he gives her nothing. She works for herself in a Japanese restaurant, yet I hear occasionally she visits his restaurant and takes money from the tip jar. She is not liked by his staff. He's also wise and religious, and I asked him for advice about this lady. I am afraid of Thai people, I admit that. I understand they are set in their ways, have an extreme sense of entitlement, and that you must comply to be with them. And they don't think the same. They simply are unable to. I have studied this in depth myself, about third world countries, etc. Why they are third world countries, and why they have the social problems that they have. I spoke to this lady a lot over the last 2 days. I only met her one time. We've been speaking for 2 months. She is busy working, our schedules are different, but anyways, I'm nervous. I have a tendency to express my concerns, feelings, etc. My friend says it doesn't matter what you say to Thai people. They are unable to be open and they are programmed differently, unable to think the same way. They don't hear you, it's one-sided, whether it be Buddha, family traditions, culture, etc. I'll add their lack of education and of course the family influencing them. And the pack mentality they have. Relationships with their family are incestual as well, form of covert incest. For your audience, the definition of covert incest happens when a parent or caregiver relies on a child for emotional and even financial needs that an adult relationship would usually provide. They may behave like the child is a love life partner. Emotional incest is not the same as physical incest. My friend says that she won't be able to understand my feelings or concerns being Thai. It's always about money for the parents or the extended family. Whatever the mum wants, mum is the queen bee. It's about following traditions they think are honourable, but it's always about taking from others, even with the man-woman relationships between Thais. Men must pay, and there are financial conditions as well to be with her. Forms of prostitution are everywhere. Myself, I do see them like children, and with a cognitive disability, run into it too much at 7-Eleven, taxis, etc., and you must treat them accordingly. My friend says there is no point in trying to rationalise with her. If money comes up, just say I don't have any, over and over again. If she doesn't like it, then she can leave, not get too emotionally attached to her as well, as it can cause me to get hurt, drink, affect my well-being, and to take care of myself first. That's my big lesson here, to take care of myself here. I say this to all of you. If I am looking for a soulmate or spiritual adventure, can I find it here or experience it here in some way in a close relationship? Usually my answer to that is no. Right now, maybe volunteering at a church or an orphanage, I can. There are Thai ladies that work hard and are decent, but are married to Thais. The rest are just narcissistic parasites. For your audience again, the definition of that is this form of parasitism shows up as exploitation in relationships, usually with the parasitic narcissist manipulating or coercing the other person into providing ongoing resources such as money, housing, privilege, social standing and status, sex and caretaking or other forms of service. For those that defend, support or minimize their behavior, for Angkor Thai, narcissism is a form of emotional abuse. So anyway, on with my story. She is not a bar girl. She put herself through university. She has an okay job, but is sending a significant portion of her income to her 52-year-old mum and her mum's new boyfriend. And I am sure for some time now, I believe they even have other sources of income. Her father and brother she has no relationship with. So much for we love our families. She claims under her family traditions she is a benefactor. I thought from the beginning as she was university educated, the family were independent and educated as well. This is not the case, and she is from Buriram. No. So my friend suggests don't think too much. If money comes up, say you don't have any, which I really don't have anyway. Enough to live modestly here, but I don't want to dip into the little savings I do have, as so many men do. Then get hurt and regret it later. It will be a long day. I'll take it minute by minute. She knows how I feel. I told her I'll never pay sin sod or give money to someone else to be with her. She says, okay. That she understands and that not all Thai are the same. Sure, my own advice is when I hear that as well, it means nothing, just words. So, to all you guys and myself, I hope for the best for you, but we need to be careful here. If there are signs it's all about money, or them wanting to be subsidised for taking care of their parents, and most cases it is, be prepared that the relationship needs to end. Move on to the next as they do. Leave them where you found them. Most likely they will be alone anyway in life and living off their children later on. Now they do possess antisocial disorders that are tied to their family dynamics. In particular, they are impulsive, irresponsible and corrupt. Typically extremely manipulative, deceitful and reckless, and will not care for other people's feelings. To me, they are so manipulative, and anyone that questions or rejects their extreme sense of entitlement are accused of not being a gentleman, not being kind or generous, being selfish, or of being pessimistic. Be prepared to be insulted, gaslighted, the way a narcissist would if you don't want to go along to being an ATM for them or a major source of income. You must do what they want and think positive about it. Under their family traditions, they are basically looking for someone else to work and supply them so they don't have to, or they can keep what they earn and give it to their family. They need a financial reason to be with you. There is nothing positive about people that are just looking for angles to take from you or others. At the end of the day, she never moved in. She kept calling me saying she was on her way, never showed up. I don't expect her today, as I told her I would just cover rent and utilities and provide motorbike for now. And if she had no money after paying her mum, not to ask me for any. I don't mind paying for food or when we go out, but that's it for me. She works, time they grow up and get rejected. It's a form of abuse the way they treat men here and worship their freeloading, lazy parents. Now, from what I understand, successful Thai men and their families are not interested in these women either or their families. I consider myself lucky to get out early. For the men that say it's all bar girls that are like this, that is nonsense. Or they have found good ladies. I hope they truly have, but to me, they may be living in a type of fantasy right now or prepared to settle and accept all these financial arrangements. Anyway, it looks like I am free. It's funny because after she left the other day, a beautiful Russian lady walked by in a nice summer dress. Looking so fresh, not full of tattoos, she gave me a smile as she walked by. Not so young, but not so old either. I could tell this lady was independent and totally the opposite. I said to myself, WTF am I thinking? I like Thailand to live. People are friendly to say hi, etc. But beyond that, even most of my French colleagues and friends, they don't associate with Thai people. They associate with other retirees in their community. Same for Russians here. If you like to drink a lot, many Thais you can find to join you if you buy, but they are not your friends. To sum it all up, they've ruined their own lives and society being this way, and it's a cycle that can't be broken or will take government intervention to improve the situation. However, it will take several generations, even a century, before their minds can fully develop. Cultural, generational, or collective narcissism is the overvaluing of power, success, money, stereotypical beauty, etc. A sense of superiority, excessive self-focus and lack of awareness of and lack of concern for others, selfishness, greed, inflated sense of worth and power. This is common in Southeast Asian families. Southeast Asian families are enmeshed. The root causes are often considered cultural norms. Now, I do want to say that I am friends with one lady that I dated last year. She is a good lady, and I have a few other friends from Bangkok that come from good families, and they all have businesses and are kind to me. To tell you the truth though, when I hear they are from any region of Isan, and even some other regions, I become wary. If they have children and the father is not involved, I am wary. And if they are enmeshed with a parent, I am more than wary. I am not interested. So, this is the end for today. Keep up the good work, and guys, please don't enable these ladies to go on abusing and exploiting people. I think the Thai government is aware also of this behaviour and have awarded full custody of children to Phalang in some cases, which is true actually. And I believe there are or will be more laws protecting foreign men here in the future. They've been getting away from cheating, scamming and being irresponsible for their behaviour and their own lives for quite some time now without no consequences, calling it culture. Hopefully they will be accountable for how they treat others. Take care everyone. Doug, have a great day. Right guys, it's going to be very interesting to see what you guys have to say about this. Maybe some will agree, some will disagree, or there'll be parts of this that people will agree with and not agree with. For me guys, I'll put it simply. We all come over here to Thailand to be in this country. Yeah? We are a visitor to this country. So whatever culture is here, whatever way these women want to behave is entirely up to them. And we have to choose whether we want to get involved with them or not. Now, the stories I share on my channel and the advice I give on my channel is so that people can be aware of what these females here in Thailand can really be like. And there are a lot of different types of Thai women here. Yeah, what Doug is mainly going on about, for the way I see it, is the council estate type of Thai women. Yeah, that's what I call them, because I'm from the UK. We have council estates. I don't know what you call it in America, the hood or whatever. But those type of women, yeah, they are normally the bad type of women to get involved with. But you'll always get the odd good council estate bird that's a bit different and thinks for herself. You know, it's just the way that it is. So with this channel, I hope that people can get a good understanding of how these women think, what they're like, the differences that they have back home with the women that we're used to back in Europe, etc. And then you need to decide whether you want to get involved with these women. Now, the main golden rule over here is not to invest any money into these women whatsoever, and also to take things very, very slowly. Don't be moving in with them fast. Don't be paying for the car payments fast or the condo payments fast. Don't be buying them large gifts because they'll just up the ante all the bloody time. Be careful. If you can get with a woman where you're not showering her with gifts, you're not taking her to 5-star hotels and restaurants, and you can treat her pretty normal over here, then just take time, get to know her, at least like 6 months or a year, you know, until you want to take it up a notch and move in together or whatever the case may be. And understand there are cultural differences, and especially if you do date a council estate type woman over here in Thailand, then do expect to get absolutely rinsed. But like I say, you do get the odd good a council estate woman, so some guys can get lucky. But for most guys, they are going to get rinsed. Guys, if you're coming over here on a holiday to Thailand, just enjoy yourself, have fun, do whatever you want to do, but just don't get involved with anybody, and certainly don't start throwing your money all over the place. But if you're living here in Thailand, you're feeling lonely or you want to get into a relationship, then just take things slow and just don't invest money into anything. Just do what you do back home with another woman, and they can follow your culture. You're a foreigner, they're a Thai. There's got to be some middle ground. You can't just follow them. If they say, oh yeah, my culture is you pay a dowry, then you can say, well, my culture isn't. So how can we meet in the bloody middle? Do you know what I mean? But for me, I just say, yeah, that's just not my style, you know. I'm not going to be paying a dowry. I'm not going to be paying a monthly sponsorship. I tell every woman that I meet, you know, I've got a YouTube channel. I tell them about what I do. Explain, not a chance of dowry, not a chance of monthly sponsorship, and I'm not going to shower you in gifts. And a couple of them have said, don't worry, I shower myself with gifts, and I don't want a dowry. I don't want anything like that. And I've even made jokes with a couple of women that I've met where they've took the mick out of what other Thai women do to foreigners and stuff, and how ruthless it is, etc. You just got to learn the way things are. We're a guest in this country, so if you want to date one of these type of women that Doug's trying to go on about, then that's entirely up to you. But just understand, you got to throw money at it. Probably more than likely not going to be real love. But if you want that beautiful, sexy young woman, then that's the price that it's going to cost you. It's going to cost you a dowry. It's going to cost you a monthly salary. It's going to cost you a car payments. It's going to cost you buying a house or building a house. It's just the way it is, yeah? But we do need to stop complaining about it if we're already educated about these women. And that's the whole idea, guys. I'm hoping that this channel does educate enough people so they are aware of the differences with these women. So let us know down in the comments if you agree with Doug wholeheartedly, and share your own experiences down in the comments. And if you've got your own story, guys, then as always, please send an email in to thaitalkwithdan@gmail.com. My son is currently fast asleep right next to me. That's why I'm trying to like lower my tone with my talking. But like I said yesterday, the show must go on. We've got to keep making the videos, keep pushing these out. I've got plenty of stories to share, guys. So hope you enjoyed this one. Thanks for watching, and ciao for now.